got one that can see.
Overnight clashes and arrests in front of Portland's ICE facility. And today, President Trump posting on social media that the National Guard is now in place and has been dedicated to restoring law and order.
On day one of the government shutdown, Donald Trump is trying to exert some presidential pressure. But top Democrats are defiant.
For decades, Republicans have consistently shut the government down as part of their efforts to try to extract and jam their extreme right-wing agenda down the throats of the American people.
Already, Trump is targeting blue states in a way that some Democrats claim is an abuse of power. We will get into that and more. But we start tonight with a red alert for the country as federal troops enter more American cities, and Donald Trump suggests that some American citizens are, quote, enemies. Today, Trump claimed that the National Guard is now, quote, in place in Portland, Oregon. This despite local on-the-ground reporting that National Guard deployment has actually been delayed amid legal challenges. Also today, federal troops are on the ground in Memphis, Tennessee. And Missouri's Republican governor has authorized the National Guard to assist ICE with deportations across the state. All of this comes, of course, just months after Donald Trump deployed troops to Los Angeles and Washington, D.C. And it comes just one day after Trump tried to justify domestic military action, telling Pentagon leaders to, quote, handle the, quote, enemy from within. Take a listen.
To San Francisco, Chicago, New York, Los Angeles, they're very unsafe places, and we're going to straighten them out one by one. And this is going to be a major part for some of the people in this room. That's a war, too. It's a war from within. We should use some of these dangerous cities as training grounds for our military, National Guard. It's the enemy from within, and we have to handle it before it gets out of control.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Of force. At one point charging our own cameraman. Hard to imagine these were scenes playing out in the American capital. Aline McBall, BBC News in Washington.
Okay, so just to give you a little background, we were here on the scene. We turn around and we see several officers go up to the car and start breaking the glass. We're not sure what led up to this. There was a woman in the front passenger seat and a gentleman in the driver's seat. They're pulling him out now. A lot of now, of course, the crowd has caught on.
The United States government has requested that all networks, cable systems, and radio stations cease their regular programming in order to participate in the activation of the emergency alert system. This is not a test. Please stand by. As the U.S. Congress was certifying the Electoral College votes from the recent presidential election, a large number of demonstrators in the vicinity of the National Mall were said to have breached the restricted perimeter and has been able to storm the United States Capitol. The Vice President, Legislative and Judicial branch of the U.S. government have evacuated the location. There have been numerous injuries and fatalities reported. All citizens are advised to avoid the vicinity. Meanwhile, across the United States, mayhem and widespread riots have been reported. Injuries and fatalities have been verified by local and state law enforcement agencies. Since America is a nation of law and order, the federal government of the United States of America will intervene to restore peace and order across the nation. The President of the United States has declared martial law across the continental United States in accordance with Article 2, Section 2, Clause 1 of the U.S. Constitution. All citizens are advised to do the following. Shelter in place. Make sure you must have at least a 3-day supply of food and water. In the event of a power loss, you must plan for other power sources. Prepare alternative power sources. In any case, if you have to leave, the most essential thing to remember is to have your vehicle ready. Check to see if the gas tank is full. Having a safe place to go will keep you and your loved ones out of danger. Here you may store your own emergency kit or home security devices. Evacuate to a safe location. The first and most important step is to get or prepare a bug-out vehicle. These cars are the safest way to get you, your family, and your valuables to your destination. Prepare a bug-out bag. It should have enough room to transport items that will last at least 3 days. Fill your home bag carefully and don't squander any space. Bring water and food. Bottled water, non-perishable food, a cooking pot and utensils, and an emergency burner are all required items. Prepare a navigation kit. Many individuals are unfamiliar with streets and roads. Knowing these back roads and shortcuts can help you get to the safest spot. A compass, a GPS, and a map to your bug-out position should be included in this package. Bring important documents with you, such as your driver's license and car manual. Failure to present these documents when asked by authorities might result in serious consequences. Avoid protests or demonstrations. If unrest breaks out while you are gone from home, return home right away. Shops with wide glass windows should be avoided. Don't pass through from areas demonstrating large protests and even avoid an area with peaceful protest. Obey local curfews, ordinances, and regulations. Follow the caution of local law enforcement agencies as well. This emergency broadcast will be followed by important information essential to your safety and well-being. It is critical that you follow all instructions by federal and state governments.
Pete, let me break away from you a second. Because things are happening very quickly there on what appears to be the east side of the Capitol. People now have moved past the police and into the building. Ellis and Barbara, what can you tell us?
Hey, Lester, yeah, you can see what's happening right in front of us. We saw Capitol Police trying to push people back, hold.
The Pentagon has issued a law enforcement alert. Your attention is demanded. The information included in this broadcast is imperative to all citizens of the United States. Under Executive Order Number 982, the President has declared continental martial law. Martial law is a provisional rule imposed by the executive branch in times of national emergency when established measures of sustaining social order are no longer sufficient to restore law and order. This is a law enforcement warning. At this time, all National Guard troops have been federalized under the Insurrection Act of 1807. The United States military will be deployed on American soil to restore law and order. All amendments and laws protecting your rights and limiting unwarranted arrests have been temporarily suspended.